Canaveral? That's an odd port, was it? To take the shipping container tour? Anybody? The industrial area? Was that fun? Anybody go to NASA? Did you just fucking boo NASA? How dare you? Those men and women, they... Come on! Fucking astronauts! What do you do in New Jersey?
New York.
New York, sorry. What do you do?
I'm a banker.
Yeah, fuck, right? They went to the moon. You're counting people's money and shit. Oh my God! You didn't take the net? Did you guys do any excursions this week or anything? Oh, some canoeing and jet skiing. Yeah, because you can't do those in Philadelphia. You can't canoe down the Delaware River. Although I know you can. We're gonna pretend you can't. I've only done one excursion ever, to be honest, and that was in Alaska. Have you been on an Alaska cruise, everybody? I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. I did the bear excursion because they have the big the grizzly bears up there. So it was $250 to go look at the wild bears. Does that sound great? Guess how many bears I saw, man, for $250?
None.
Zero fucking bears. You're absolutely right. Not one damn bear. And the guide, he's getting nervous, you know, because there's like 11 of us, and he's like, "Oh, here's some bear poop. We just missed them." You better go on the radio and get some bears released post haste. Then I was back in LA where I live, and I was up in the hills fishing with my dog. And I was up there for about 3 hours. I look over, there's a fucking bear just staring at me. Absolutely free. My dog's looking at me, he's looking at the bear. He's like, "Well, fuck, I know I'm faster than you, Danny. I'll be at the truck. You can live through this." I can't believe it's been 2 years now. We started cruising again. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
You guys, do you want to take a nap right now? Are you okay? Did the magician fucking wear you out? Come on. I tell you, I was on a boat and they kicked me off at St. Kitts when that COVID hit, and I flew home. My wife is a nurse. And I get home in the backyard, she had set up a easy up, a cot, and a bucket and a hose. She's like, "That's where you're living for the next 3 weeks." I'm like, "Look, if you don't want to fuck, just say so. You don't have to go to the village." The backyard, Christ. Even my dog betrayed me. I'm like, "Hey buddy, you want to camp with Dad?" He's like, "Yeah, fuck you, typhoid Mary. I'll go to bed. I'll check on you when I come outside the shit." Everything's good. I'm heading back to LA. Is it hot in Philadelphia right now? This heat wave? Oh my God. Last month, I think one day it was like 115 degrees. Is that crazy? And it's a dry heat, you know, it's bad. It's an oven type heat. And one day my wife, it's like 115 degrees. She's going to work. She's like, "Don't run the air all day." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking whatever. Have fun at work." Then like 2 o'clock there's a knock on the door and I answer it, and it's a couple of Mormon boys out doing their gig. And I felt so bad because they had to wear the pants and the shirt and the tie and the helmet and they're riding their bikes. You know what I'm saying? This kid was having a freaking heat stroke. It was like, "Sir, would you like to..." I'm like, "Boys, come on in." I got him some water. You know, he's like, "Oh, God bless you, sir." I go, "Hey, what did you guys want to talk to me about anyway?" He goes, I don't know. I never got this far before." So I've been out for a while. I was back in Ohio, where I'm from originally. Anybody from Cleveland? Okay. Wow. Is everybody here from Philly? Oh God, you guys aren't liked apparently. What did you guys do? Oh, you booed Santa Claus. That's fucking right. Never boo the Santa Claus. I was back. My dad turned 90 years old. Did I tell you guys that this week? My dad turned 90. We had a big party. And I was like, "Dad, do you ever think you'd live to be 90 years old?" He goes, "Well, you know, God, you know, in Korea, I didn't think I'd live to be 23. He was a pilot. And he goes, "You know, we got shot down once. We had to jump out of that damn thing. I pulled the shit. I was so scared. You know, I shit my pants." I go, "Well, don't think about that now. Who wouldn't shit their pants? You're falling out of the sky." He goes, "No, just now I shit my pants." All right, I've taken the temperature of the room now. Absolutely. Is this your husband here, ma'am? Do you know him? This guy I'm pointing at here? That's your husband. About a week ago. Are you fucking kidding me? You're on your honeymoon? Ma'am? Is this your husband? Oh, you're just friends? Oh, boyfriend. All right, don't fucking yell at me. Did I give you all the finger walking in here tonight? Holy shit, can I get some angrier fuckers down here to glare at me and correct my English? Who's on their honeymoon? Anybody? Somebody's go right there. Congratulations. Have I met you this week?
No.
Oh! Fresh meat. Here we go. Hey, where you from? Don't say Philadelphia. I'll beat the shit out of yours.
Ireland.
Oh, Ireland! Wow! Oh, you missed my grandmother's from Ireland.
That's what everyone says.
Ouch, baby.
Okay, do you guys want a fucking piece of me? Well, I was going to say congratulations, but fuck off. No, when did you get married?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago! Fantastic. That's great. Did you have a big wedding and all that? And
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Catholic?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. How long is that ceremony? Like 3.5 hours? Well, I hope you had a great honeymoon, right?
Yeah, it's been
Is
great.
this your first time out of the room all week? We're talking about sex. Jesus. My wife and I, we went to the other side. We went to Germany for a honeymoon. That's right. Because you think of Germany, you think of love. And Hitler. That's a beautiful country. Have you been to Germany? Isn't it beautiful? Nice people, friend. That was my second trip there. Years and years ago, I was over there entertaining the troops. And I was in Frankfurt for like 4 weeks. The hotel was awesome, had a big workout area with this dry sauna in the back, you know. So one afternoon, I'm in the sauna, my shorts and t-shirt, about 10 minutes, getting the sweat going. Then all these like tall, blonde, beautiful German ladies came in there. You know what they were? Naked. They were naked. My first reaction was, holy shit, I'm in the wrong place. Then I thought, ooh, maybe I'm invisible. Perhaps all those high school prayers were finally answered. But that's what they do. They're very open, and one of them sees me, and she goes, "Oh, sprechen Sie Deutsch?" Which of course means, "Would you please massage our breasts?" And Christ on a cracker, I was way off on that one. I had the wrong book or something. It's not your boyfriend. That's awesome. Hey, where'd you meet him? Ma'am, do you have any recollection about anything about your life?
Anything about your life?
Yeah, at a party. Very nice. Don't fucking yell at me again, goddammit. How long you been dating? 9 months. It's almost time to pop the question. It's getting all sweaty and shit. Just shut the fuck up. That's good. Are you guys the same age or?
Yeah, a year.
Oh, just a year apart?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. I got 10 years on my wife, everybody. Thank you. You may have actually seen our first date on To Catch a Predator. I was the guy with the margarita mix and silly string. There's a real fucking dead spot right up front. You know, it's not that big of a deal, because I'm immature. That's obvious, right, sir? But sometimes pop culture references don't translate, you know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite movies is Scarface. We've all seen Scarface.
Yes.
My wife never heard of it. Never heard of it. One night we're scheduled to have sex. You'll find out about that. She's laying in bed, I burst the door naked. I'm like, oh, you want to play? Say hello to my little friend. She had no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. She's like, why do you talk like Ricky Martin when you have a boner? Call my dad to come get me. Very nice. Are you in college there in Philadelphia, or? No? What do you do? Just working? Do you want me to start guessing businesses? No? Anybody in college? You got some right there. Where do you go, Tiger? Sir? University of New Mexico. Holy shit. Okay. You're obviously not a communications major. What's your major? Biology. That's a good one. What are you going to do with that? Help people, what? Cut people open. I'm a little fucking creeped out now. What year are you? Senior! Wait, you're going to be a senior in the fall, right? You have what? Oh, you'll graduate in December. Oh, good luck! Good luck with the biology job. Is there more school ahead for you, or? Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Can you fucking tell me what that's gonna be? Graduate, degree, PhD in biology. Okay. I feel like I'm going insane. Oh my God! I went to Ohio State. Everybody, thank you. It's all right. Is New Mexico, is that expensive to go there? Is it? Oh, it's free. Are you sure you're in college? I tell you, I do this because I'm unhireable. I'll admit it. I'm a fucking weirdo. Do you know what I mean? I was so bad at those job interviews out of college. Anybody have a job interview recently? Did you get it, sir? Where are you working? Security. That's good, right? Good pay and everything. You had a job interview, buddy? Who with?
For a promotion in my current job.
Oh, you interviewed for a job you already had. Well, you're fucking qualified, I guess. I was bad. You can learn from my mistakes someday when you have a big job interview. It's always a good idea to an extra copy of your resume along for yourself to peek at during the big interview. Because if you're like me, it's hard to remember all the amazing things you've done in your life. It's one time the guy's like, Dan, it says here in high school you're national spelling bee champion? Okay. Woo, I'm the man. M-A-N. Then he starts like firing the questions at me, like, Dan, what's your biggest weakness? Of course, I told him my biggest weakness was sometimes I just pushed myself too damn hard. I'm an eager beaver. B-E-E-V. You know, what are you supposed to tell them? The truth? You know, biggest weakness? Woo, punctuality. Holy shit, that's a biggie. I just can't seem to get my ass out of bed in the morning. I hit the snooze. Some days I dream I get up. That is number one. Motivation, close second, jot that down. I'm surprised I'm here. It's early. I'm fucking tired. You gotta be exhausted. You were here when I walked in. Then he goes, Dan, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, sir, God willing, I'll be laid up at home with some work-related injury. Living off the workers' comp. My wife's a nurse. Any nurses out there tonight? We got. Oh, are you, sweet? What's your specialty?
Right now, I'm a triage.
Oh, it's triage. Oh my God, you get the. My wife runs a nursing home. That takes a kind and special person, doesn't it? God love her. She always gives me a hard time because I never visit her at work. I'm like, well, it's a fucking nursing home. It's like a haunted house down there. She goes, I visit you at work all the time. I'm like, yeah, my work's fun. Your work smells like hot dog water. I thought maybe it might be pediatrics. My wife's pregnant, everybody. I don't know if I mentioned. Thank you. We're very excited. She's pregnant. We have 2 boys on top of that, 16 and 18. I'm having my own grandchildren. Mommy, who's that old man on the couch? That's your father. Don't touch his machine. I'm taking him to work with me. So I'm trying to get into shape. My wife, goddamn, it's hard. One after 40, it's fucking. Anybody who's over 40? Anybody? There, thank you, sir. Remember in college you could do whatever the hell you wanted? Never know. Remember one night in college I came home drunk. I ate an entire brick of Velveeta cheese. It just really seemed like the right thing to do. And then in the morning I weighed less than I did the day before. She's got me on this keto diet now. Anybody on the keto? Just wrap your meat in lettuce. I guess that's the. Not this one. I know, I was at Applebee's. I'll have a double bacon cheddar burger. Can you wrap that in lettuce? I'm on a fucking diet. She got me running a few years back. Any runners? I entered the LA Marathon in March. Thank you. That's all right. I have 18 miles to go. I made the mistake of doing the race with my wife. She ran the 400 in college. She did a marathon in 3 hours, 17 minutes. Is that nuts? The gun went off, she fucking disappeared on me. I was like, hey, thought we were doing this together. She goes, it's a race, pussy. She literally went home, changed her clothes, and came back and picked me up in the car. She's like, get in, they're reopening the roads. She qualified for the Boston Marathon. That's great. Oh, you know what happened though? She got pregnant. Whack, whack. That's what happens when you beat me in something, you have my baby. You better let me win, I'll whip out the dream killer on you.
The dream killer.
I'm referring to my penis, sir. I did okay, like 4 hours, that's not bad. Right? I'm old. Halfway through, I had to go to the bathroom, something fierce. This guy running next to me, he's like one of those big shot runners, weighs like 9 pounds, runs in his socks. He goes to me, he goes, you know, true marathoners relieve themselves as they're running. Like, yeah, I don't possess that level of dedication. And could you please run behind me? Do you have bachelor parties in Ireland, sir? Do you have a bachelor party?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, what'd you do?
We went to Edinburgh.
You went to Edinburgh?
Yeah.
You better tell him.
Okay. Is that a naughty place?
Not really, no.
Huh?
No, it's a good drinking spot.
It's good drinks. They have strip bars there?
They did, but I wasn't there.
They didn't when you were there? The marriage is going to last a long time. Because you're full of shit like all. I didn't even have one. Isn't that sad? They took me golfing. I'm like, oh, thanks, guys. Lap dance, sand trap, equally fun. My buddy got married like the week after we graduated college. I threw his bachelor party, and we went to one of those strip bars. You know, they're fun. You know, you know what I'm talking about, pal. And we walk in there, the first thing I notice is in the corner, there's a hot tub. Guy in the hot tub. He's got these checkered trunks on. Girl in the hot tub, naked. They're like all over each other. I'm like, well, that looks interesting. So I get a beer. I come back. Now they're out. She's toweling off. I go up to her. I'm like, hey, what's with the hot tub? What's that about? She goes, yeah, it's called a hot tub dance. And for $20, you can get in there with me. She goes, you want to do it? I was like, ugh. You know, I didn't bring my bathing suit. She goes, that's okay. We have right here you can use. And I swear to God, she holds up the exact same bathing suit. So I'm in the hot tub. That's it for me, everybody. Safe trip home, adios.
Are you enjoying the show so far? You want to see a bit more? Perfect. We've got another comedian for you tonight. Also travelled all over the world. You might recognise him from either HBO, Showtime, or at the Comedy Store. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let's give him a very warm welcome. Give it up for Jackson Purdue.
Ready to go home? They asked you that already, right? And most of you said no. But I know there's at least a handful of women in here who can't wait to get home to take a big old shit because they haven't pooped all week. You know who you are. Got a whole gut full of fucking windjammer stuck in there. Go home and give birth to this 9-pound butt baby. Stinking up that bathroom like it's fucking Chernobyl. Nobody's going there for a week. Use all the toilet paper. We've been getting them to do this with the toilet paper. A fucking oven mitt on their hand. By the time I let you in there, you're just peeling that one glue piece off the cardboard. I did big old hairy ass with that little piece of paper. If you read the Windjammer, there's only two types of people: people who can't shit or people who can't stop shitting. I enjoyed it. The cruise come to an end. After this cruise, I'm going to spend some time in the capital of Puerto Rico. New York City. We got New Yorkers here? Yeah, fuck off. Just trying to make you feel at home.
Yeah, that's right.
I love New York. I used to live there, you know. The rent was too damn high. I had a little apartment on the corner of Crack and Hull. My neighbors were like ghetto cartoon characters. My one neighbor was a chubby little pimp with a terrible stutter. I called him Porky the Pimp. I'd hear him out there every day. A bitch better have my money, cash. My other neighbor was a Puerto Rican transvestite hooker. Ironically, his name was Jorge. I called him, hey, whore. We got Puerto Ricans here tonight? Oh yeah, mi gente boricua. Puerto Ricans are basically like Mexicans on crystal meth. Mexican with some hot sauce on it. I love the Puerto Rican. I had a crazy Puerto Rican girlfriend in New York City. I used to call her my tropical depression. When I first met her, she told me having lots of sex is part of her culture. I told her I wanted to honor her people. I had no idea they did it that much down in Puerto Rico. I think I lost 1.5 inches off my penis just through erosion. Good to see it. Couple up front, and a black man with a black woman. You don't see that too much anymore. Supposed to be your side chick. See ya. I hope you got some good pictures on your trip, yeah? You gotta get good pictures. Don't worry about pictures. These digital cameras, shit, you don't like the picture, just delete that and come up with something else, right? If you see an ugly picture of somebody today, they're just fucking ugly. Because they have plenty of opportunity to delete that. That's what they settled on right there, what you're looking at, right? Remember the old days? You had to wait for a week to be disappointed to see how shitty you looked? I had to go to Photomat. Remember Photomat? Couldn't wait to see those vacation pictures. You're like, who is this chubby?
You know, be getting out there.
Like a fat lesbian, she has my shirt on. How did that happen?
Fat lesbian.
You ever notice in a group picture, people only care what they look like? If you look good, it's a good picture. You don't care what your friends look like. They'd be like, oh, that's a great shot. We better put that on Facebook right now since I'm looking good. Facebook, I look like shit. You go, well, that's what you look like. Shit, them pictures can be fucking humbling, right? You ever think you're cute and then you see fucking photographic evidence that you've been fucking wrong all these years? Shit, I better drop the attitude. Shit, I thought I was cuter than this. Fuck. Oh, can you feel the love in the room? We got lovers in here. Where the lovers at? All right. Well, that's what I wish for everybody. Just to get some love, because that's what it's all about. Everything else just fucking details. Love is what it's all about, you know. And everybody wants to be in love. Who doesn't want to be in love? You know, the problem is people just don't know how to be in love. And why should they know? They don't teach it in school, and most of our parents were not good role models. Is that a safe assessment? How many folks can make the statement, I come from a dysfunctional family, and it's a miracle I'm not more fucked up than I am? All right, if you didn't applaud, you're the freaks. Well, I grew up in your typical suburban 3-bedroom mental institution myself. And I know that getting out with your sanity is the best revenge, isn't it? How many of y'all come from families where you have to get mentally prepared in advance before you go home to visit? You gotta get ready for that shit, don't you? You gotta put on your emotional hazmat suit so you don't absorb all that toxic shit they got going on around the dinner table, right? And lastly, how many people you got people in your family where you love them, but you just don't like them, and if you were not related by blood, you wouldn't know their sorry ass to this day. Anybody? Families are so crazy. That's why the Hallmark should come up with cards for dysfunctional families. There's got to be a huge mark for that product, right? I mean, why does it take so long to pick out a card for your folks on Mother's Day or Father's Day? You know why? Because none of that shit on the card applies to them. Be shopping all day for the right card. Oh, yours my hero, my best pal. Oh, fuck, please, not that one. I mean, where are the cards that say I would have been better off raised by wolves? Happy Father's Day. Maybe a little heart-shaped card for your mom, a little pop-up scar and said, hey, thanks for scarring me for life, Mom. Love your son who used to be your daughter. If you have crazy parents, the most real card you can say would just say, I love you anyway. That's how you have to love people anyway. I never got along with my father, all right? I never got along with my dad at all, man. I used to hear about these stories of these dads would like go out for cigarettes and fucking never come back and abandon the fucking family and kids, right? I used to envy those kids. I'm like, shit, I wish my dad would run away. Fuck. He comes home every night. Fuck. God bless him, he died a couple years ago, and it really improved our relationship. Well, it didn't end it, just improved it, because the relationship never ended. You know, I talked to my dad more than I ever did when he was alive. Now that he's dead, I find he's a much better listener. Couldn't get a fucking word in with that guy when he's alive, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? We have no education in our culture when it comes to love. The only education we have is fairy tales, right? All this Walt Disney smoke they blow up your ass about living happily ever after. I think what Disney needs to tell our kids, if you want to live happily ever after, learn to get happy with yourself first. Then it really doesn't matter who shows up. Because you are the love that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Every song on the radio is, don't leave me, how do I live without you? Oh, nothing with you. Yeah, somebody needs to write some songs and say, hey, if you leave, that's great. If you stay, that's great. I still got me, and I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But again, nobody knows what to do. You know, and they tell little girls in our culture, someday your prince will come, right, lady? Yeah, there's thousands of women over 40 on Match.com to tell you that's the fucking bullshit right there, right? They tell little boys to be a knight in shining armor. Let me tell you, I am personally out of the knight in shining armor business. As I finally got it, you cannot save, change, or fix anybody except yourself, all right? And I have no more interest in trying to save any more damsels in distress, all right? I'm looking for one of those already happy damsels. And one who has her own horse, so she can go right off in the sunset beside me instead of weighing my pony down, you know what I'm saying? But all this shit is fairy tales, right? You know what is real, though? If you have a good man, treat him like a fucking king, all right? If you got a good woman, treat her like a queen, all right? That's the real deal. That other shit is just bullshit, man. Well, you know what? There's a school for love after all. It's called Payne State University. Right around the corner from Heartbreak Hotel. Y'all been there? I don't think you're fully human until your heart has taken at least one good Rodney King style beating. You know what I'm saying? So I got my heart broken a couple years ago. My female friends are very sensitive people. They would tell me, you know, you should be grateful that she opened your heart. I was like, yeah, she opened it like a fucking porta potty and took a big shit in there, right? You know, I think the hardest lesson of love is just how to let go, right? That's a hard one. How many of y'all stayed too long with somebody before in one of those Vietnam type relationships you know you can't win? I think the cowboys in Texas have a good saying, you know, when your horse dies, get off. Quit beating that dead horse, right? But it's so easy to get addicted to people. You know, you ever tried to talk somebody to stay with you knew wasn't good for you? Like, oh baby, don't leave. I didn't mean it when I said I wanted to be happy. Just fucking around. Come on.
Wanted to be happy.
We're doing all the time. Well, you know, we got all these beautiful women here tonight too. Look at all these beautiful. Do we love the women, men? Boy, you ladies must have got moist when you heard that big round of difference. What's that, gay horror here too? Or what? What, do we let the women in?
Yeah.
That's right. Do we understand them?
No.
Any man who understands a woman is one. Right? I think when God made women, he made them like a Rubik's Cube. You just gotta figure that shit out. Hey, we love you ladies, we just hate the drama that goes into getting involved with you crazy fucking people. Because you know what, girls? We don't want to play Guess What's Wrong Now every fucking day. We've got shit to do. Tell us what it is, or shut the fuck up. Because women can bring some drama, can't they? Shoot, crying all the time. You know what's a woman's favorite time to start crying? It's when they're losing that argument and they can't think anything else to say makes any fucking sense at all. Then they whip up, and then when they see you go, oh, maybe don't cry, then they're like, oh, gotcha. Thought you won this fucking argument. So dramatic, man. I was watching this old videos the other day. Elvis and, what was his face? It was Elvis and Frank Sinatra in the old days. These women are screaming. First they start screaming, then they start, oh, it's the Beatles and Elvis, right? They start, have you seen those old films where the women are watching, they start screaming and they start crying, and then they fucking pass out. They faint, they're out cold. No man could ever fucking faint at a concert, right, Robbie? I don't care how fucking talented or beautiful the fucking woman is. No man's going, oh my God, those tits. That ass. Oh. Fall on the fucking ground. Come on. That's not gonna happen. Oh, I love the women. I was dating 5 different women. All living in the body of one small moody woman. Like my Swiss Army girlfriend, there was fucking 5 of them. They were having to take roll call just to see who was present on any given day. It's too much for one man. I don't even know where to meet women these days, though. You know, nobody goes to clothing. What do you guys been online or something? Oh, the party. Yeah, party, not the club. Anybody go to the club still? Yeah, you're a young dude. You're old, man. You can't hang up at the club and you're an old dude. You know, when I tell you, when it comes to getting laid, I'm like a lazy old infielder. In that, you know, if you hit it right to me, I'll put out my glove and snag it. But I'm not diving for that shit anymore. You gotta make an effort, though, don't you, fellas? Y'all make a good effort. You know, I'm like the cheetah. You know that cat running 70 miles an hour? Bunch of wildlife programs. That's how I am. I will chase you hard and fast for a short distance. After that, I'm waiting for a slower game to come around. I'm waiting like a big girl with a bad leg to walk my way. I'll tear that shit up on the open prairie. We go to these clubs. Even when we see a pretty woman you like in the club, she's always surrounded by 2 or 3 of her ugly friends who basically serve as rodeo clowns to keep you away from her. This cock-blocking gauntlet you got to run through. The gold diggers work in their own. These are the women you talk to for like 5 minutes. They look at you like, how much did you say your name was? Well, hope you're all having the safe sex, young people. Where are the condoms, young people? I see dead people over there, all right? You're not even safe wearing condoms anyway, because you could wear one in there and not come out with it, right, ladies? Girls? Bitches? You know, sometimes the vagina will eat it like a bad tape player.
Oh, no.
All mangled and shredded up. You want you to look for it.
Like a bad tape.
I think that's your spleen. I'm not going to pull that out of you. That's surgery. I'm just a pantyologist myself. Well, I personally quit wearing condoms. You know what? I just went out and had my dick laminated. I'm feeling pretty good. Get the disease. I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago. I told him my penis was burning. He told me that just means somebody's talking about it. Good to see you. The younger audience this show, too, of this cruise. Let me tell you, last cruise was old people and their parents. These ships are full of folks, God bless them. How many of y'all been walking right behind old folks on the ship and you're thinking, get the fuck out of the way. Not the old people in here tonight, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you guys. Old people move slow, but they always seem to move just fast enough to get in your way. You know what I'm saying? How does he beat you to that spot, that old fucker? It's like they have this fucking GPS in the back there that tells just when to step in your fucking way. Like, let me tell you something though. Everybody gets to be young, but not everybody gets to be old. All right? Yeah, that's a good thing, man. My own personal goal is to die very young when I'm very old, if you know what I'm saying, right? And I gotta explain to young people all the time, let me tell you something, old people are way cooler and hipper than you think you are, all right? Let me tell you something, your grandma's generation was eating acid, going to Woodstock, rocking out to fucking Jimi Hendrix. Your generation stared at your phone all day, listen to Taylor Swift, so fuck it, all right? Had all the good music back then, all right? My favorite music back in the day was what they used to call soul music. Do you have any black people who were you all black in the 70s? You weren't even here in the 70s, were you? You got any old school black people in here? You know what I'm talking about, those songs, right? My favorite black love songs, the black love songs from the 70s. You know what I'm talking about? Those songs where they talk for about half an hour before they start singing. It's a whole production. Hear the sound of the rain in the background, the phone's ringing. Hello, baby, it's me. You know, just sit up in the kitchen, eat a tuna fish sandwich, I start thinking about you, girl. Yes, I know it's wrong for me to sleep with your sister Regina. That's why they call it to let you know I need you more than flowers need bees, more than macaroni need cheese. And that's why I just got to say, wow, and they go on the song right there. I can't even understand the fucking new music, hip hop shit. I can make it an occasional motherfucker and yacht shit. When the gunfire starts in the CD, I have to dive under the coffee table, miss the rest of the song. The old days, you knew every fucking thing that was going on, right? Right? Who, what, when, where? Fucking me and Mrs. Jones, remember that? Me and Mrs. Jones? Shit, you knew the whole story. Who? Me and Mrs. Jones. When and where? We got a thing going on every day at the same cafe, 6:30. Why? We got a fucking thing going on. You know? Even in the song title, you knew the fucking story, right? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Fuck, end of the story, fucking right there, right? You know who has the best song titles, though, or country western song? You got country western fans there? I love those titles. My favorite is, I'm so miserable without you, it's almost like having you here. My wife ran off with my dog and my best friend, and I'm really sad because I miss him. All right, this is about the time to wrap this up. Well, you guys are relaxed. If you didn't hear anything else I said, always remember you are dead a lot longer than you're alive, so fucking lighten up out there in the street, you know what I'm saying to you? When you get off the shit? It's smart, man. People take, if you're not working on the cure for cancer, you gotta fucking lighten up, because nobody gives a shit what you're up to, all right? People get wrapped up in their own world. I think that's important to everybody, man. What's your name, bro? Darren. I don't know what your hopes and dreams in life are, Darren. It might be like the climb to the top of Mount Everest. And if it is, we all hope Darren makes it, don't we? Yeah! But if you don't, we don't give a shit, Darren. Who gives a fuck about you climbing no mountain? All this shit going on. That shit so seriously, man. Yeah, we all live in a window of time, too. You know, if you get an 80-year window, that's pretty good, right? If you're over 80, you're just playing with house money, you know what I'm saying? And 80 is plenty of time, especially when you consider the fact that most of these creatures who share this planet with only get hit fucking 10 or 15 years, man. Lions and tigers and bears and shit, right? And 80 is plenty of time. I don't know what you came here to do on Earth, but if you ain't got it done by the time you're 80, you probably ain't gonna get it done in this lifetime, right? So 80 is plenty of time. But we got so much beef in our country, man. We gotta lighten up out there. Let me tell you, I don't think the problem out there is about your race or your religion or your political party. I think there's only two groups out there, people. And you can find those two groups in every race, every religion, every political party. Those two groups are the cool people versus the assholes. Okay? And I think most people are cool, don't you think so? Like everybody in here. It's the media that makes you want to think everybody's an asshole. I think there are cool people everywhere. There's probably even some cool people in the Taliban if you met them in a different circumstance, you might like them. There has to be one practical joker in the group, right? When the new guy comes into the terrorist camp, he's trying on the suicide vest with all the dynamite on him. This guy come up behind and go, boom! So that was a duel. All right, we got to wrap this up. I really enjoyed talking. I wish you love, health, safe travels home. All right, peace, y'all.
Come on, everybody, bring your hands together. Give it up for Jackson Purdue. One more time, Jackson Purdue. And we got Dan Greeter tonight. Did you have a good time? Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And there's more going on right now. The casino is still open and the nightclub Blaze right outside here. DJ is there already waiting for you. So have a great time and have a safe journey home tomorrow, everybody. Whatever you're up to, have a good one. My name's Katie. I'm your cruise director. We'll see you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.